Hello, hello, hello! You're tuning to the episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic. Caitlin Clark's been left off of the Olympic team. Look! I told y'all I didn't really want to touch on this stuff because it's so volatile. I told you guys. I said when it came to the Caitlin Clark stuff, I'm like, bro, I don't really want to touch on it and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Life changes, you pivot. Why do you pivot? Because certain things just don't make sense to me. Now, look, I know. They're going to say, some people can say I'm a man and you're not a part of this and blah, 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 blah. I don't understand business-wise why you would leave her off the roster. Look. I'm going to do something right now so you understand where I'm coming from. This is a picture, right? That's a picture of all the players for it. Now, I'm going to read these off to you. Asia Wilson, who is the best WNBA player right now in the league. Breanna Stewart, Deanna Taurasi, Alyssa Thompson, Brittany Griner, Nafees Khalier, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Kalia Copper, Sabrina Ionescu, Chelsea Gray, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards. 6. I want you to understand where I'm coming from on this. Because the point I'm going to make has nothing to do with what you guys think. It's totally business. I don't care about the semantics. Because I'm going to kill the semantics. I'm going to destroy those. I want to ask you guys, how popular do you think Caitlin Clark right now is? I want you to ask this. I don't care that she's a white woman. I do not care that she's a rookie. I do not care that she just came out of college. How popular do you think Caitlin Clark right now is? Take a second. No. I want you to understand. How popular do you think this girl is? Want me to show you how popular she is? This is how popular she is. Her game out attendanced the first game of the NBA Finals. The WNBA right now has a player that can rival almost any superstar in the NBA right now, sans LeBron James. Because LeBron, just like how LeBron James right now, LeBron James is the best player in the league no more. He's not even top 3. Heck, I can make an argument he's not even top 5. But he's the face. He is the face. And even though there would be people that could make the team over him, let's say if the Olympic team for the NBA, if LeBron said he wanted to make it, he's going on the team. Why? Because he brings eyeballs. It's not about the short game. We're playing if you're building the WNBA, it's about playing the long game. You guys pray, God, bless us, please. God said, okay, since y'all can't do it this way, I'm going to bless y'all with a star. Here. And y'all are and now that you prayed for rain, you are literally looking back at God and complaining about the mud. No, it doesn't work that way. And for everyone that's going to come in here and be like, oh, Nacho, you don't understand. I'm going to kill the semantics. How many of you have watched an entire golfing tournament? I want to know now. I'll give you time to think. So, none of you have, especially in the 90s. Nobody was watching golf. Nobody. Only people that was watching golf, right, were like the big golfing enthusiasts. But they had some of the worst TV ratings out of any sport in the world. Nobody was giving a darn about it. Here comes a young man named Tiger Eldridge Woods. And I'm going to make it even worse with this one. This is why this one hits more than any other one. Golf, historically, has been a rich, white man-driven sport. It's not just about being white. It was rich. If you've never watched the movie The Greatest Game Ever Played, it was built for gentlemen. You know what gentlemen was? Men with money, high class, high order. Not only did you have to be white, but you had to have money. Imagine them having to come to the conclusion that everything that they do has to revolve around a tiger, very tanned woods. Imagine the bullet they had to bite, knowing that everything around their sport centers around this man who was playing golfing games. This man had people buy golf shoes, golf pants, golf hats, golf shirts. It became in style. This is not about opinion. This is facts. You can't argue facts. Let me tell you what makes this even worse. I'm going to read this to you also. Team USA veterans were concerned about how Caitlin Clark's millions of fans would react to her likely limited playing time on a stacked Olympic roster. Percy Brennan Sports, right? Okay, two other sources, both longtime U.S. basketball veterans with decades of experience in the women's game, told USA Today Sports Friday that concern over how Clark's millions of fans would react to what would likely be limited playing time on a stacked roster was a factor in the decision-making. If true, that would be an extraordinary admission of the tension that this multi-million-dollar sensation who signs autographs for dozens of children before and after every game has called for the old guard of women's basketball. The two people spoke on condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the matter. So you left her off because you don't want to be part of the craze? This is about sacrificing your personal pride for the betterment of the sport. I do not care how you guys say, oh, she's not it doesn't care that she's the best. She's putting butts in seats. I go back to this picture. When have you ever seen a WNBA game outpace an NBA game? They had to move this game. This game, I believe it was a capacity crowd that could only hold about 4,000 to 6,000 people. They had to move the game over to another arena, and they sold out of all tickets in 30 minutes. That's a sensation. You capitalize. Why is that so hard? I don't care about your pride. What do you think was going on in the NBA when Michael Jordan showed up? The old guard was just like, man, look at this guy. I think he jumped so high. All y'all want to talk about Jordan. Air this, air that. Everyone was wearing the same Converse shoes. They were doing commercials for the Converse. He's like, nah, I'm Nike. Look at this tracksuit. It's shiny. That's what happened. They got mad. They got this and that. But it grew the sport globally. And regardless how they felt, regardless how they played hard defense on them, they knew that. What is so hard to understand with this? I do not care about a lot of you guys' feelings. This puts more money in your pocket. A'ja Wilson is the best women's basketball player on the planet. It's not taken away from her. It's building her. It's helping her. Most people don't know that. Most people, that's fact. Boys, people watching the games. More people tuning in. You become more of a household name. That's how this game works. Listen, I swear to you, I do not care about the semantics. If rich white guys can admit that we need Tiger Woods, y'all can admit, like, hey, we need Caitlyn. It just is what it is. That's how sometimes the dice roll. Stop looking, because she's a white girl and this and that, and she the rookie, she don't know nothing. It's about building your sport. Think about the girls that are going to benefit off that. It's called sacrifice. You're sacrificing a little bit of your pride. Listen, if I'm in the WNBA, I'm one of the best players. How I'm doing today, hey, how do you think about this Caitlin Clark? Hey, man, I think she's great for the league. You know, there's a lot of women out here that deserve to get views and deserve to be cherished, and they're not. But because of Caitlyn, it's going to bring a lot more eyes and a lot more awareness to the greatness that some of these women are and have achieved in this sport. So, it's a little crazy at times, and it gets kind of overwhelming. But hey, it's building the sport. I'm all for it. Go women. That's hard? You're telling me that's hard? We can't do that? And then I already know some women are gonna come after me. I already know that. Look, I want y'all to succeed. Once again, when you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud. You're not gonna get it perfect. This ain't Burger King. You can't have everything your way. And a lot of the people now that are on the side, oh, this is for women and dollar. Y'all weren't watching the WNBA either. I told you, I'm coming from Twitter. The only two people that I knew were covering the WNBA heavily, I mean consistently, was D Sports. Shout out to D, she's a Steeler fan, and Sosa the Locksmith. And that's a guy. Those are the only two people consistently that I know was watching, keeping up player. They know player after player after player, knowing the rosters, knowing what positions people are playing, knowing what teams play better against each other. Like styles make matchups. They knew the best matchups and everything. They knew games. They knew all that stuff. They were locked in. Those are the only two people I knew coming from Twitter that did it consistently. So if they had something to say, I'm like, okay, let me listen to you. But all the rest of y'all are just jumping on being like, oh, I want to be mad about something. I need something to argue about and scream about and rant about. Shut up! Why? Because you are throwing stones from a glass house. I have a little girl, daughter. I had told my parents, women's basketball, it's not. They're like, oh, because I was a basketball player. They're like, oh, why doesn't she pick up the ball like how you used to? I'm like, it's not. When you want high success for your kid, you want them to achieve everything. You want them to have a great lifestyle and stuff. If she achieved, in my mind, at that time, she achieved the highest rate. What's the highest rate? What are we talking about? Earning $200,000 a year? That's what we're looking at. If she turned out to be the best of the best, now people are actively saying, girl, you better pick that basketball up. It's a whole different game. Whole different side because people are watching. There's more money. They're going to have better lives. They're going to be able to do more things. Can you imagine when women start making $5 million a year, $10 million a year, $20 million a year? Because they can, it's like, bro, we need her. Like, could you imagine? Like, come on now, bro. Like, get out of your feelings and be real. Be factual. Factual. That's all I'm saying. Look at that. That's fact. Those are numbers. That's not a diss at Angel Reese. Amazing star. You're not putting butts in seats like she is right now. You're not. There's nothing wrong with that. Angel Reese is amazing. Beautiful, too. Bad, long. Woo! Glory. Hallelujah. Girl look like a tall glass of chocolate milk on a hot sunny day with a cabana. Like, yo, but that doesn't take away from facts. Fact. She puts butts in seats. It's not the first time we've seen it in sports. We've seen it in golf. It is what it is. Eventually, the stars start to get known. And even if she doesn't end up being the best player in the league, she helped grow its portfolio. And at the end of the day, that's all that should matter. But what do you guys think? Does it bother you that they, a missed opportunity from the WNBA once again leaving Caitlin Clark off of the Olympic team? Or are you on this thing saying no, Nitro, Dala? Hold up. And real quick, I want to show you this too, because a lot of people don't understand this either, right? This isn't even the first time that they've done something stupid like this. And real quick, because I want to make sure that I said this. I want to consider that being left off the Olympic team, a snub. Candace Parker and Nika Okuemike, right, were left off the Olympic teams, right? The year that she was left off in Nika was left off, or Nika was left off of the Olympic team, she was the MVP that year. The MVP, most valuable player. They left her off. That's dumb. Dumb. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like they haven't made bad business decisions before. But it's like, who cares? That's how they were acting, like, So it's not the first time that they've done stupid. They left an MVP off the Olympic squad. MVP! Candace Parker ended up being one of the greatest women's players of all time. And they left her off of the Olympic squad. So that's what I'm saying. It's just business savvy. It's like they're devoid of it. It's like you have a diamond mine or a gold mine. You know what I'm saying? In Marvel terms, you hit vibranium. It doesn't take away from adamantium or proto-adamantium or anything like that. We already knew what Wolverine was. You feel me? But now, because everyone likes Wakanda, right? Vibranium is now taking over a bigger name in Marvel. It is what it is. Before it used to be adamant. Now it's everything vibranium. It built up. It helped build an entire franchise. When was Iron Man ever one of the most popular people in comics? Even though he was popular. Come on now, bruh. But now you got to put him in everything. Why? Because that's what the people wanted. Here's what it is. It's part of the game. Don't hate me. Hate the game. But like I always said, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know, I love the comments. If you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nacho, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yeah!
Finish him, Daddy.